Hey guys!
Hey guys!
Hey guys, welcome to Boleyn Paranormal Live. I am Helena, and this is Alex. No.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Hey guys!
Hey guys!
Hey guys, welcome to Boleyn Paranormal Live.
YouTube kicked in and on our computer, and it started repeating what we just said. Right. Yeah, today we have Daryl Marston, who is a paranormal investigator. He's the lead investigator of Breaking Paranormal. He's also the host of the American Ghost Hunter live show, which is also on YouTube in the same format as we do it. Just he does it a lot better, amazingly, considering he's computers.
Daryl, you know it's true.
Daryl, you know it's true.
What's that? No, I don't know it's true. I'm fresh at this too. I'm only my third month into it, so it's all new to me.
We had enough trouble getting Matt on our last show.
Yeah.
It'll get easier. You'll have people start.
I blame Google. I blame Google and YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, blame me.
But how are you, man? How you doing? What are you up to?
Oh, I'm doing great, guys. How about you?
Yeah, we good. Just busy.
Yeah, bad. Yeah.
Just busy.
Unfortunately, I haven't had time to do my hair.
That's why it looks like an emo.
That's why I look like
an emo.
Whichever the brunette one was Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah, not sure. I think that was Starsky. Maybe, I don't know.
Is it Starsky? I don't know. The one that Ben Stiller played. That's the only one I've seen. But that's not really paranormal, is it?
No, not really.
So let's talk about the paranormal. So, Daryl, we've spoken to you before on one of our podcasts. Obviously, we know about Breaking Paranormal. But for the people that don't know about Breaking Paranormal, tell us about it.
Breaking Paranormal was formed just over 2 years ago. Actually, 3 years ago. I'm sorry. We all were paranormal investigators. There's four of us: Stephanie Moorhenge, Greg Knepp, Keith Forrest, and myself. We all came from different paranormal other teams, or just did it on our own as just fun. So we threw this group together. We're actually pretty spread out. We live about 8-10 hours apart. So when we do our investigations, it's quite it's a lot goes into it, because we have to find time for us to do them. We do about 1 or 2 a month. Actually, we haven't done anything since October, especially with the start of the new show, the American Ghost Hunter. It's like it's a weekly show, just like you guys. You've been on the show. It's a lot goes into it. There's a lot goes into getting everybody on there and getting everybody straight. And I have my 2 co-hosts, which we have to all, combine that together. But like I said, Breaking Paranormal has been together for about 2.5, 3 years now. We travel all over the country. Pretty much, we try to stick to either the upper northern part of the country, which Ohio, Kentucky, New York, Delaware, Maryland, up into New England. We don't get down south that much. We are going to start heading that way this summer, probably Virginia and the Carolinas, and maybe a little bit further. As you probably, I don't know if anybody's watched the show or watched our live feeds. Greg was just at Sloss Furnace in Alabama. So he was down there. We did that. We do a lot of live feeds. But like I said, Breaking Paranormal, we're also on. We were on Amazon Direct. We've taken everything off there for now. What we did have up, we put everything up on YouTube, and we're releasing stuff on YouTube right now as it goes. You can actually subscribe to that if you go to Breaking Paranormal // the American Ghost Hunter, and you can subscribe to our page and watch our shows. Right now we have J.C. Thompson up in the House of Wills.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone who has watched our shows before will be familiar with the House of Wills, because it's a subject that seems to come up a lot.
It does come up a lot.
But the J.C. Thompson building, obviously this is something you're actually working with the owners in booking the investigations. Is that right?
Yeah, we actually came really good. Our first investigation was there probably about 2 years ago, 1.5 years ago, and we became good friends with the owners. I've done 3 investigations there myself. It's an awesome building, and for me to travel 8-9 hours to get there to do these investigations, it has to be pretty good, because I wouldn't have went back. We became really good friends with her. We fell in love with the building. It's a huge building. J.C. Thompson. It's in East Liverpool, Ohio. which is right on the Ohio-West Virginia border. So what it is, it dates back to the late 1800s. It was a million things. It started out as a hotel, and then it moved over to being a speakeasy, a brothel, and a million other things over the years. So it's seen a lot of ups and downs. Right now, it's a older building. It's in with disrepair. No one's actually lived in the building since the 80s. So there's some work to be done. But what we did is we went over. We kind of took over all the setting up the investigations for it. If anybody's ever interested, they can go on www.breakingparanormal.com. You can set your investigation up right there. The PayPal account set up. You pick it out, a date on the calendar, and you just go ahead and pay for it. And it's $300 a night, and there's no limit. I mean, you can show up at 6, 7 o'clock at night and stay at 10, 12 the next day. You know, we're not sticklers on that, and neither should.
No, I think most investigations should be like that, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I mean, and also sticking to the subject of J.C. Thompson, you wrote about it for our magazine, Living Paranormal. Daryl is part of the Living Paranormal team, and there is an article in there that will give you a bit more information about J.C. Thompson. But like Daryl said, go to breakingparanormal.com if you want to find out more about the location. I mean, why should people go to this location?
This location is one of those kind of locations. We've had good stuff happen there. We've had bad stuff happen there. Right now, she's a gem waiting to be found. She's a location that it doesn't get a lot of attention, and she's very active. That building can sit there 2 or 3 months without any investigation at all. And if anybody in the paranormal world knows that, it's not getting any. It just gives that time for the whatever's in the building, be it spirits or the energy in the building, it gives you something to feed off of when you do come in there, because it's been sitting dormant for so long. The building, it's got such a history to it. There's been murders there. It was a speakeasy. Gangsters ran the place back in the 1920s during Prohibition. So God knows what happened there that people don't know about. It was a brothel. Yeah, brothels. There you go. There are other bad stuff going on behind the scenes. There were 2 families murdered in a 5-year period on that same block in East Liverpool. And this is back in the 1970s, and the killer, the murderer was never found. We did get some information when we were doing some sessions there with the spirit box. The echo box actually we were using, and the SB11, SB7, with it coming over saying axe murderer, and actually gave us the last name of one of the families, which was Taylor, excuse me. So it's a great location. Every time you go there, we get stuff. You see things, or you have things. We had one of our investigators, Stephanie, was attacked in the building. We have that on film, actually. Her being actually smacked in the face right before you could actually hear on film something walk up to her, walk across the room, and she just, you see her lunge like something hit her in the eye, and get her out of the room. So it's got so much activity. It's up and down, good, bad. You don't know what you're dealing with in the building. But I never really ever felt threatened in the building, which I do like, because I've been to locations where stuff does follow you back, of course, and it's not one of those locations. So it's a safe location as far as I'm concerned, and it's a good location for it's a good location for the first time paranormal group, or the paranormal group's been doing it for 15, 20 years. It's a great location. I love it. I love the building.
It really does sound like an awesome place to investigate. That's one place we want to go to when we go over.
Yeah.
Oh, you would love it.
We definitely.
I mean, that's all. I mean, because we're going to be arranging investigations in America, and that is one of the locations we're going to be arranging for. We're going to put a team together to do it for us.
Yeah. Well, nice thing about JC, it's literally maybe 2 hours outside of Cleveland, maybe a little bit longer. And most of my team live in Akron, which is right outside of Cleveland. So it's a hop, skip, and a jump for them to get there. I mean, it takes me 9 hours to get there, but they're literally right there within an hour. So that's what's nice about it. If we ever, you guys ever come over, we can set it up.
And I mean, apart from the fact that obviously it's a haunted building, it's also, I mean, it's quite a beautiful building as well in a way.
It really is.
I mean, we've seen pictures of it.
You saw the one picture I sent you where we're in those windows.
Yeah.
You know that's inside the building.
It's stunning. The building itself is stunning.
Yeah, you get to the building. You get to the middle of the building, and it's a when the building burnt down twice, and they built around it. Like they built around 3 buildings, and it's 4 stories high. On each side, it's a catwalk you go across, and on each side there's windows go all the way up, and there's like old skylight like over top of it all, 4 stories up. It's wild. It's the same building. It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
It's a really unique place then.
Yeah.
Yeah, very neat. Yeah, it's architectural. It's awesome. I mean. Yeah,
and I mean, obviously, the more investigations that get booked there, the more money they get to help the upkeep of the building and hopefully restore anything.
And that's the thing. The lady who bought the building, Sarah, she loves the building. She absolutely loves it. She's owned it for about 3 years. She does not want to get rid of the building. She wants to hold on to it and keep putting into it. And she loves the whole paranormal aspect of it. So she's trying her hardest, and we're trying to help her out. Basically, what we're doing. I mean, it's a love for the building, and like I said, I feel like we're stewards of the building now, and we need to help it. We need to be there for it, you know, for her and the building.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's not a case of someone. Obviously, I mean, no disrespect to anybody that owns a haunted location, but it's not a case of they want to make money out of people to put in their own pocket. It's a case of this person wants to look after it and keep it open and not let it more disrepair and renovate it.
She loves it. She's got a connection to the building.
She does. Yeah.
Like, that's what you want, someone to look after the building. So, other than JT, what else are you up to this year?
Besides the live show, which is doing great, we're in our 3rd month. It's really picking up. We're booked out 2 months solid, and we keep getting more and more people on the show. I hate having to push people out so far. I'm pushing people out to March and April at this point. But it's an awesome show. I think it's really picking up. It's getting a good following. We do that through our buddy JP Doyle. He runs Just Paranormal out of Texas, and he owns the YouTube channel that we're on. He contacted me back in October of last year and kind of offered it to me, and I ran with it. Of course, I thought it was an amazing opportunity. I've never done anything on YouTube. I always shied away from YouTube for some reason, but I see the strength of YouTube now and how great it could be. But yeah, JP's been great. The subscriptions are picking up on his end and on our end for our show, because we have a separate show away from that, Breaking Paranormal, that we do on YouTube. Yeah. So yeah, it's getting busy, and we got some really big stuff. I don't know if anybody watched the show on last Monday night, but I made an announcement. We have a big event coming up in June. We haven't nailed down the exact weekend or date yet, but we're doing an 8 to 10 hour live event, YouTube Live, 6 to 8 cameras set up throughout the Madison Seminary. It's going to be Breaking Paranormal, the American Coast Hunter show, and it also will be Resident Undead will be there, which is a really big team in the States. Ran by Adam Kimball, which Adam Kimball owns Madison Seminary. So, we're looking forward. What's that? Yeah, he was on the show 3 weeks ago. He's actually going to be on a show once a month now. He's got his. We're doing a thing called the Adam Undead Report, where he's going to talk about. He's going to come on for 15-20 minutes once a month to talk about Madison and what Resident Undead's doing. If you haven't seen Resident Undead, anybody out there, subscribe and watch Resident Undead. Amazing. What these guys do, they take it to a whole nother limit. It's just an amazing show. He puts a lot of money behind the production in it. I mean, he's got extras and actors and does a lot of recreating the situation. It's awesome how he does it. I love it. I love his show.
Sounds really cool. We're gonna have to watch it. We really will.
Yeah, we'll look out for it.
Definitely send us the link for it, people.
Yeah, Adam's a great guy, man. I'm really happy to be working with him on some stuff. So, yeah, he's definitely a godsend.
Awesome. So, other than like that type of thing, have you got any amazing locations coming up this year just for your team?
Well, we're definitely going to do Madison. We're doing JC again. We're probably going to do a live event from JC in the fall. We've been working on a few things in New York. I don't have a bunch of stuff nailed down yet as far as locations. We're going to be doing probably Pinhurst at some point. I'm going to plug my phone in, guys. I'm losing.
No, we saw that. Don't worry.
Right, we saw that.
It's like your logo.
You saw that he poked the screen. But yeah, we're probably going to do Penhurst Asylum sometime this spring. It's a big location over here, and anybody knows, I'm sure people have heard of Penhurst. It's been on every show out there at one point or another. So yeah, can't wait to get out there. And once we get some more locations, we'll let keep everybody informed where we're going. Right now, it's just been so busy with the show. It really has. I didn't realize how much would be going into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have like a set day every week where we do something.
We do when we can.
Yeah, which gives us a bit more freedom, I guess. But yeah, a lot of work goes into these sort of things. But I don't think
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
If you're determined to do one show a week and not miss your slot, you know?
Well, yeah, exactly. And our big thing is I'm trying to every week or every 2 weeks, I'm just trying to make the show a little bit better by adding something new to it. And if it doesn't work, we pull that out and we try something else just to take it in a different direction. So yeah, just keep an eye on the show. But new things are coming, new ways that we're going to be doing things. And like I said, we're just learning it all. I mean, the whole YouTube live thing is so new, and a lot of people don't even know about it yet. But as far as doing it like this, man, it's awesome. It's an awesome experience. It's really cool. I'm having a blast doing it.
It's not.
We got some really big names coming up too. We got Jack Kenna coming up on Monday on the show. 2 weeks from now, we have Bishop James Long is going to be on the show. Bishop Long's been on every show out there. You've probably seen him on Ghost Adventures, and he's on every paranormal show out there. He's going to be on the show in 2 weeks. Working on a couple of other big names. I'm just waiting to hear back from now.
Awesome. We love Jack Kenna. Well, you do.
I love Jack.
Yeah, Jack's a great guy.
He really is. I'd say Jack Kenna is probably the nicest guy in the paranormal industry.
One of the nicest guys.
Yeah, he is definitely one of the nicest guys ever, and one of the most genuine people I've ever met.
Yeah, I mean,
he really is. Genuine, period.
He's happy to like discuss things openly with people and give advice.
Well, I mean, the first time I ever met Jack was at Parapulse we did up in Massachusetts last year. And Jack came over and introduced himself to me, and it's like, hey, how you doing? But it's before I even knew who Jack was, before he was really on TV or anything. And he sat at our table for like 3 or 4 hours. I didn't know who he was, you know? So, I mean, he's a great guy. He really is. I love his whole horror comic book thing that he's got going on. I can't wait to bring that up on the show and talk to him about it a little bit more and see where he is now. I think I got one of his first ones back here somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the one out at the moment, but there are more coming out.
Yeah.
About that comic book, The Spirits of Bay Path. I've reviewed it for the magazine. So
nice.
I don't give anything about the story away. Obviously, I give a brief idea of what's happening, but I don't give away too much.
Yeah,
But-
no, me too. I mean, I'm just going to show the comic book basically when we want to show, and that's it. I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, it's a good read. I mean, it's fast. I mean, it's a comic book, but it's cool because it's real paranormal experience.
That's what I like about comic books. They're easy.
What's that?
And the art, and obviously Jack wrote the story, and the artwork is by Alex Cormack. And the way that he's styled the artwork, I mean, it's in black and white, and it's made it look like it's gritty, raw, and it's really good. I mean, Jack was really happy with the way that Alex did the artwork as well. So.
Oh yeah. It's a really good comic book. I mean, I hope he keeps following through with it and it goes somewhere because it's really an awesome idea.
It really
Definitely.
is. Sorry, I'm reading the comments.
Yeah, we haven't got any questions. We've just got statements.
Yeah,
What?
we just got statements.
When we get a question from someone watching, we'll let you know.
Okay. Well, answer away, people.
Just asking questions, he loves it. Didn't you?
And if you're wondering, his beard is roughly 5 inches from his chin.
Yeah, probably. It's gonna get trimmed. It's gonna get trimmed back this weekend.
Oh, what?
We,
I was hoping in 30 years' time you'd look like Gandalf.
we were just grow it really long and play it.
Well, I cut it off back in the summer and it's grew back already. So.
You should like grow your beard, get some dreadlocks, and I could call you Captain Jack.
With a Blackbeard or something, yeah.
Yeah, I could. Oh, what was Blackbeard's real name? I've forgotten it now. Doesn't matter. But anyway.
Anyway, let's go back to.
We need to think. I mean, we've covered a lot already, and I don't. Yeah, let's just end the show now.
No.
I mean, I want to go to bed.
No.
No. I mean, that's.
I still think you guys should come to the UK at some point.
We said it.
We definitely will. We definitely.
We said that.
You got to put the fires out in Paris first before we get over there.
They're burning in Paris.
I mean, I can't. I don't know. We're okay in the UK. It's fine.
You okay? All right.
One of our friends was telling us that we've been overdue for a terrorist attack for 3 years. So
yeah, no, I don't think anybody's overdue for that. You can have that shit. We had our fill of 9/11.
That's true.
yeah, and yeah, let's not go into terrorists.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Let's not.
Don't get me started, bro. I'll pull out the AR and all my guns and show them to you.
Hey, Holly.
Hey, we've got another friend saying hello. That Jack's comic book. I'll tell you how to learn about getting that.
No, it wasn't even English.
Is that English?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, right. I'll tell you how to get the comic book. Read our magazine
There
because the
you
details
go.
are in there, and I can't remember it.
There you go. That's a good one.
There you go.
But
That's how we
you
do
can get a hard copy, which Daryl's got. We've got the the
Digital copy.
digital copy.
Is your brain not working?
No, I'm getting all tampad.
I've got really dead legs. Just saying. So Daryl, what was I going to say?
I don't know. This is great.
This is the greatest show in the world.
If you
This is the
expected
greatest show.
professionalism and expected people to be able to say
Have
that,
you ever watched my show? It's professional about my show.
That's true. There's nothing professional about our show. That's why we get on.
It's just F-bomb left and right and this, that.
we don't fucking swear on our show. We got more class. Speaking of your show, Dak, it is Dax, isn't it?
Yes, Dax Christopher.
Is he your brother-in-law? Sorry.
He's my brother-in-law, yes.
Okay. So why is he on your show? Because he's not.
He's clearly not done anything paranormal.
He has nothing to do with the paranormal at all.
He's like an
He's actually an author. He's an author. He's written 3 novels, and he's invented the board game, The Devil's Playground. He goes to all the paracons and does everything and sells them and all that stuff. He's all over the place, Baltimore, Philadelphia, you name it. But I think he's a good dynamic for the show because he's not a paranormal investigator.
Yeah, I was
That's what
going
I like about it.
it is a good dynamic because it's kind of like having an outside sort of opinion on everything.
Yeah.
Right. He does believe in the paranormal. He's not a skeptic. He's afraid of it. I can't get into. He's been on one investigation with me, and that was 10 years ago at Eastern States Penitentiary. He went.
Yeah.
That was, like I said, 10 years ago, back in like 2005, 2006, something like that. He's a great guy, very knowledgeable, very intelligent. And having his dynamic here on the show, I think it helps because what it does is you got Greg and myself who are nothing but paranormal. And then you got Dax over here is like, well, what's that mean? You know, he just jumps in and is like, what's a poltergeist mean? Or what's this mean? Or do you guys, that shit ever really happened to you? I'm like, yeah, it happened.
So let me stop you there. Is a poltergeist meter actually something?
What's that?
You just said, what's a poltergeist meter?
No, we didn't.
Yes, he did.
Did they?
Yeah, I swear he did. I can't remember.
No, I'm talking about Dax asking that.
Yeah. Oh. I know, I was to say, there isn't such a thing, is there?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. All right, we have a question.
Oh, and just going back to Holly talking about a limp dick. Funny story. I got a numb dick the other day because I was sitting weirdly. Moving on. We have a question.
How did you get started in the paranormal?
How did I get into it?
Mm-hmm.
By accident. I was always interested in it. I was always interested. I actually got invited to a Halloween type paranormal 2 or 3 hour event where you walked around with a ghost hunter at the time. That's what I called them. And a lot of shit happened. I got hooked on it. And not long after that, my father passed away. And then I actually saw him twice within like a 2-week period. So that just motivated me to keep doing it. And I started out doing little small things around Delaware and Pennsylvania, just doing my own thing. I wasn't even filming. I was just going for fun.
How old were you at the time?
How old was I?
Yeah.
35.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm 45. I'm 45 now. So I'm about 34, 35. And it just grew over time. I said, man, we all do our own thing. And it's where we are now.
Yeah. When thinking back to when you first experienced paranormal investigation on that Halloween, do you think now you've got experience in the paranormal yourself, do you ever think back to that day and think, oh, I wouldn't do it that way, I'll do it this way? Or was it pretty spot on to what you feel like you are as an investigator?
No, it was totally different. He was more of a historian than a paranormal investigator, I would say. He definitely believed in the paranormal, which a lot of historians aren't really into that. He's a great guy. You probably if you ever watched the Taps episode at Eastern States Penitentiary when Taps was there, he was the guy who actually took Taps through the building and everything. He did a lot for this area. He passed away about 5 years ago, though. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But the way I do it, and I try not to do it like the people on TV. It's hard though because you see so much shit on TV.
I think people need to give the people that do the paranormal TV shows a bit of a break because they're under a lot of pressure to make the show, entertaining.
Yeah, and basically it's all it is anymore is entertainment. Like I love one of my guilty pleasures is Ghost Adventures. I love Ghost Adventures.
Yeah,
I've watched them.
You watch it, but you have to take everything with a pinch of salt.
That's right.
I've watched it for 7 or 8 years, but then I sit back and I look at Ghost Adventures and I'm like, I'm watching it for the entertainment because they entertain me. They do.
Yeah,
and I love those guys. I think they're great what they do, and they find good evidence. It's questionable at times. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not knocking them. Okay, hey. They become very wealthy overdoing it, and they're very popular, and they're going to keep going for a while. So, I can't knock anybody who's on TV. I really can't. But some of the stuff, man, out there is just like, what the hell, man? So I try not to do the shit that they see on TV. I like going into a room. I'll ask some questions, and I try to be quiet. I just want to listen. I just want to sit there and listen and what's going on. And sometimes, it gets a little boring, but when you're trying to do it on a video, when you're making a show for YouTube or Amazon, Direct or whatever, you kind of have to spice it up and this and that. And people don't realize, you guys know this as well as I do, because you do it, you make your own shows.
Yep.
The stuff the little bit of stuff that they do see on the show, I mean, that's hours and hours of you going through footage just to find that little 30-second segment. So, and to make a 45, 60-minute show.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty aware of the fact that these TV shows spend days at these locations and not just one.
You're talking 3-4 days, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the way you watch it, you feel like it's one night of an investigation, but it can actually be a couple of days.
No, they're there days before that.
We've got
day after that.
We've got some things we need to tell you from. You have some compliments, amazingly.
I don't know how.
I don't know how.
Seen you.
I mean,
it's mental.
I mean, I personally think you look like Osama bin Laden's younger brother, but it's all right. We can say it now. He's dead. Fuck the guy.
People thought you were between 35 and 40.
Yeah, they think you're like nearly 10 years younger than they actually.
Thank you.
Yeah, that goes towards your ego.
It's the beard hiding his wrinkles.
Yeah, his ego.
That's what it is. No, I do. I will admit, I ain't gonna lie. You look younger than I am. I get that compliment a lot. Thank you. Though.
It keeps us young.
Yeah, it does. It will keep you young. That and kids, they'll make you old.
We did have a question as well, but
make you old real quick.
Let me just go up and see where it was. Hang on. Right. We have a question. Do you feel that there's a lot of pressure on yourself to get decent evidence?
I try not to. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and. I find most of our evidence during review, stuff that you didn't even see happen. Our best evidence comes from just review and stuff that you didn't know even happened when you were there. Something you didn't see. I try not to pressure myself into that. I try to have a good time on investigations because, I mean, when I do an investigation with my crew, I mean, we haven't seen each other for maybe 2 or 3 months, and I want to keep it fun for everybody. And they do the same thing. We have a blast. I have some of the best times on investigations, just cutting up with these guys. They don't see on the show the 2, 3, 4 hours that you're not doing anything. You're sitting at base camp bullshitting or cracking up about stuff. They don't see all that. Yeah, I mean, on our because we haven't done an investigation. No, when did we go to the windmill? That was in November, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's practically one of our last investigations back in October. We have to upload the videos, but we were doing some behind the scenes videos, and I was like talking to Elena, and every time I went to her mum, I went, ugh. But the thing is, she wasn't offended. She just kept laughing every time I did it, and she kept hitting me because of it. Well, we just put up a bloopers video probably 2 or 3 weeks ago on YouTube, and it was only up for about 3 or 4 days. I'm definitely watching that. No, we had to take it down. We got threatened to be sued. Oh, what? Why? Did you play music? No, it was something that happened at one of the locations, and did you drop the C-bomb? No, it had nothing to do with cussing or anything. It was something that happened at a location. It was something funny. One of our investigators fell through a 300-year-old bed. The people at the place, which is a pretty well-known place, didn't appreciate that. It happened 2 years ago, though, and all of a sudden it's a problem now. So, but there was no sign saying don't sit on the bed or anything. He didn't mean to, but it was funny as shit. It really was. But I mean, it's kind of. I mean, obviously, I know a lot of people in America know about the ancient Ram Inn because it was on Ghost Adventures. Yeah. Yeah. But at that place, it's so difficult not to break anything. Because there's crap. I mean, apart from breaking your neck, there's crap everywhere. Yeah. I mean, if you weren't doing a paranormal show there, you could definitely film an episode of Orders.
Oh yeah.
Seriously, it's that bad. But yeah. I mean, so whatever happened after you got contacted about the bed? Well, basically, I got the contact.
It was actually after it was right after our live show one night. I had mentioned something about on the live show to watch the bloopers reel, I believe it was, and literally 5 minutes after the show, I get this long message from this place, the caretaker of the historical society that runs it, and saying, you know, about all this legal stuff and crap, all of this, that, and was asking if we take the video down or at least take that part out of it. So we just took the whole thing down. I contacted them back. I apologized. I said, look, it happened 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. You didn't notice it then, and all of a sudden you notice it now just because it's on a video. So we kept it civil. You know, I don't feel like getting sued for some stupid shit.
I mean, that's the reason why over here so many like locations require you to have insurance.
Yeah.
For that very reason.
Did you sit on your bed and break it?
Yeah. Funny.
He would.
Yeah, I would. I mean, yeah. We've gone through so many beds because of me, and that's not because of sexy time. That's because I am a fat bastard. I'm going to shut the door.
Yeah. We have another question.
Just as I said that, I just read a comment that Holly put. She said people are so anal. I thought she was referring to the bed breaking. Anyway, this is a live show. Fuck. Anyway.
Never mind.
I forgot what I was going to say now. But the funny thing is, going back to this insurance thing, I haven't encountered any conversations with people where they've required to use it. But in your situation just then, you would have been required to use it, even though you didn't have it and didn't need it in the end. But whatever. What did you want to say?
How many states have you investigated in? Is one of our questions.
Probably 15.
That's a
That
lot.
was a quick answer, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, we've investigated in nearly every county in the UK, but considering that the UK is the same size as Florida.
Yeah, no, I've been.
But the funny thing is, it probably takes just as long to get from one side of London to the other if you go through it, as it does to get from bloody LA to New York with the traffic. It's ridiculous. Anyway.
Well, I mean, put it this way: whoever the question was from, if you've seen a location on TV, we've probably been there.
Okay.
Awesome.
If it's in the USA.
Have you been to any locations?
Have you been to Alcatraz?
In Oregon?
Have not been to Alcatraz. Never been to California.
I'd say mostly like all the locations you've been to are sort of on the East Coast, sort of north.
East Coast toward the Midwest type, toward like Kentucky, Upper Ohio, places like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Up New England.
I mean, are there any locations that you really, really want to go to?
I do want to do the. I want to do Pennhurst. I've never been to Pennhurst. The thing is, Pennhurst is literally only an hour from me. I've never done Pennhurst yet. Done Eastern States, which is in Philadelphia, right outside where we live. Pennhurst. I can't really say. I mean, I've done so many of the ones I've wanted to do, like Bobby Mackey's and Anderson and Hinsdale. All these places I've been to.
How about the
Mary? Yeah.
in California, in San Diego? Is it San Diego? I don't know. Where's the Queen Mary over there?
It's in California. Yeah.
Yeah, I just couldn't think whereabouts in
I'd
California.
love to go there. And you've got the USS Hornet and obviously Alcatraz. And Holly says you need to go to St. Albans.
St. Albans.
I know. St. Albans is on my bucket list. I forgot that. We were going to actually do it about 1.5 years ago, and I don't know what happened. It fell through or something.
Holly, sort him out.
Yeah.
You seem to live there, so.
Well, I mean,
yes, he does.
I'm not saying you're mental, but a little bit, maybe. But just saying, like, you live there, so sort it out. She said, tell him we can make it happen.
Yeah.
If she can stroke your beard gently.
She never said that.
I'll talk to her about it.
You never said that, but I wish she did.
No, but she does want to lick your beard.
Okay.
It's fine. But yeah,
I'm jealous of your beard. My beard
isn't even a beard,
is like
it's a
so
cappuccino
ashamed
stain.
compared to your
It's a
beard.
cappuccino stain.
Well, I couldn't live with your beard. I get so much food in it.
I do.
I get food in this.
I do all the time. I gotta go every time I eat. I gotta go look in the mirror.
That's
I
amazing.
do.
Uses that.
I was at the. I'll tell you a funny story. I was at the gym the other day, and I was at the counter getting something, and I was just leaving the gym, and I was like, "Why does this girl keep staring at me?" I get in the car, and I don't want to be gross. It was either a booger or a piece of food right here in my beard.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but that's fine. But
That's
if I had your beard, I'd end up finding like a chicken wing or something in it.
I have found a peanut in it one time.
Sorry?
I found a peanut in it one time.
Holly said that when she sees you, she wants to give you a glitter beard.
A glitter beard? Okay.
Is that like a vajazzle but with beards? Do they know what vajazzles are?
Pretty much, mate.
Do you know what a vajazzle is?
No.
Yeah.
There you are.
Yeah. That started off, vajazzles come from Essex, where we're from.
And another
And they're fine to be proud
and
of.
another weird question again from Holly. She said, "Do you use beard oil?"
I use beard wax.
What's up, JP?
Hey! Just Paranormal just said hello.
What's up, JP?
There you go.
There he is.
The
He's
man
Bro,
with
that's
a
my-
massive penis.
that's my brother from another mother right there, JP.
How is it in Texas, JP? Is it hot? Let me know.
That's not supposed to. Texas.
So Daryl, what is your what sort of equipment are you in the market for at the moment? Or what? Let me rephrase that. What sort of tech do you
That
desperately
wasn't
want?
even a sentence, was it?
Shut up. What kind of? Shh, don't make me look stupid in front of people.
You did that yourself, mate.
All right, shut up. I've lost my train of thought now. What
kind of kit does he
what
get?
kit do you want really badly right now?
What am I looking forward to?
That was a semi-sentence.
It still didn't make sense.
What am I looking forward to buying for
What-
paranormal?
Yeah, what's on your shopping list at the moment?
Well, if JP's on there, ask him the box. I can't remember the box that we're gonna buy. He bought one already. I'm gonna buy one. It's sort of like a SB11, SB7. I can't remember the name of it. I'm gonna get one of those. And I'm definitely getting the Connect through.
Is it like
yeah.
is it like SB7 crossed with an EchoVox?
What's that? Yeah, it's a really neat tool. Actually, the guy's going to be on the show in March. The inventor. Can't remember his name off the top of my head either. I'm bad with names. My dog's yeah, so I'm definitely in the market for getting the Connects. But that's my big thing this year, the Connects. I've been wanting one for a long time.
JP says the spirit speaker.
The spirit speaker. And ask him what the guy's name is again.
What's the guy's name, JP? Come on.
JP, you can hear him. I don't need to ask you.
Yeah, but I feel like I have to say.
Yeah.
With a host, repeat what he says.
No, we ain't. JP also said it's raining dicks, just so everybody realises.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
I mean, he said a vibrator with
Vibrator
spikes.
vibrates EMF spikes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, if you put a little magnet on the vibrating part of the dildo, then that would probably work as an EM pump.
There you go.
That is as far as my technical knowledge goes. But if you do want an EM pump, you want to get one of the coil ones because they have a larger radius and they don't fuck up either.
He said his name's David.
David called.
Yeah, Colt Rider.
Coltridge.
He put Coltridge.
Coltridge? Okay, maybe it's Coltridge. David Coltridge, yeah.
Coltridge.
Hey, my name is David Colrider. I heard that there was a awful born down out here. I don't know what that voice was. It was like a retarded Columbo.
Anyway, carry on.
So what? Hang on, what were we talking about? Equipment.
This live chat box is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, people in this live chat box are
You're all twisted.
You're all messed up in the head. You all need help.
So yeah,
I mean, they might be drunk. I don't know.
They're all drunk.
They're all drunk. I know.
Drunks.
I know one of them definitely is.
Anyway, what were you saying about David Coltridge, not Cole Rider?
You cut out on me.
What are you saying about David? He was on the show.
Who?
David Coltridge is going to be on the show.
Yeah, in March.
And
what does he make?
The spirit speaker.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, spirit speaker, yeah.
And what other pieces of equipment are you after? Obviously, or is there something that you really, really, really want, but it's too expensive?
Not really, no.
No?
No, the Connects is the big thing, and the spirit speaker this year. Probably going to upgrade our camera systems a little bit. I mean, Greg's got a really nice professional video camera he purchased, and he purchased a drone for doing some overhead shots. So probably going to get more into that for their episodes.
So is he getting a lot of practice with the drone?
He's going to need to, because I've got, well, my 13-year-old has one. I tell you what, they're not easy to maneuver.
Okay. No, we have one as well.
Yeah, they're just.
We're waiting for the weather not to be so windy so we could take it outside properly.
Right.
Don't want to lose it.
Well, I lost his.
Smash.
The only place where we've used it so far is in this room, and
you kept screaming like a little girl.
Yeah, but it got too high, and I was scared I was going to break it. I was like, ah!
Daryl, we've got another question, and that's, what's your favourite piece of equipment to use?
As of what I have now, probably is something as simple as the voice recorder or the Echo Box.
Yeah,
Definitely.
because you use the EchoVox app, don't you? Or...
Yeah, we use the app. It's been very. I was very hesitant about using EchoVox until we started using it about 2 years ago, and believe me, I fell in love with it because it's so much easier to use than the SB11s and 7. And it seems it's a lot clearer, and we get a lot of good stuff from it.
Yeah, I can get why people can be a bit hesitant about using the apps.
Yeah.
For ghost hunting, but I think it's just you have to use them properly and get used to how they work. And I mean, I know we've mentioned him before, but I mean, Jack Kenner loves using the Ghost Radar, and
yeah,
he says you've got to let it get used to the environment and stuff. Because I mean, we didn't really think of it anything. We thought it was just a gimmick,
Yeah.
but never used it properly.
No, but the thing is with Ghost Radar is that if you leave it on your phone and you don't put it on airplane mode or anything, and you just leave your phone to use it, it picks up your location. Hence why it tells you stuff about that location, because he's using the internet.
Yeah, but Jack says to use it with the airplane mode on.
First off, I have no memory on my phone, so that's not happening.
No, we need to do it in a speaker.
Right, I'm still reading these comments.
We need people to give us some questions.
Come on, people. There's 3 of you watching and you're just talking gibberish.
Well, 3 of you on the chat anyway.
Investigations or just a scientific approach. And JP says you need more Sony 4K cameras.
Well, you got a question. Do you like to use sensitives on investigations, or do you just prefer the scientific approach?
And then you've got a demand.
And then you've got a demand. Daryl, you need a 4K camera.
Yeah, he's trying to sell a 4K camera. I know what he's trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Cheeky bastard.
Do I like using sensitives? I don't mind them. I take the scientific approach. I don't have that ability to be a sensitive myself. I always try to approach anything in a rational state of mind, and because I'm trying to put stuff on video for people, so I need to try to show them actual evidence. So no, I don't. I could go either way, to be honest with you.
I mean, have you ever had a medium or psychic or whatever tell you something that's come true?
Yeah.
Can you use that, or is it personal?
no, it was actually somebody. I don't know if you could call them. I don't know if they're considered a medium or not. It was actually Holly Mullins. She said something about my childhood that no one knows, and it blew my mind. I've never even talked to the woman before.
We love Holly.
Yeah, that was just like 2 weeks ago.
It's the mountains. They give her extra powers.
JP wants to know if the spirit has ever touched your beard.
He wants to touch my beard?
No, he wants to know if you've ever had a ghost stroke your beard.
Or put it.
Not that I know of. Yeah.
Have you ever had a
That did not look like you were putting a beard.
Have you ever had a ghost pull at your beard?
Not that I know of. No. What's this? Hey,
So,
JP.
I was just trying to make it look like I was jacking off.
Yeah. Here we go, JP. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I love our show. I love it.
I mean,
so other than JP trying to sell you equipment,
who else? Who would try and sell their friends' equipment?
JP. He's been trying to sell those damn cameras to me for like a month now.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
And I keep telling him, I said, dude, you already asked me, man. I said, I can ask around for you. And he said, oh, I already asked. I said, yeah, you already asked.
Do you know what's like? Because our live, because of what you guys see, the people watching, is like 10 seconds behind what we do. We've just 10 seconds later after me doing this, we've just got people shouting at me.
Why aren't you shouting yelling at him for doing a wank sign?
The wanker sign?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. See you later, JP. Again, he doesn't want your camera, so
yeah.
Not interested.
I can't believe people would try and sell their friends' equipment. I mean, we don't do that. We do.
No, not you guys. No.
In fairness, you know.
What?
It's not like we're overcharging. We're actually quite cheap.
Another question we got is: do you like there?
Let me talk.
Let me restart that.
Let me talk.
Oh no.
Do locations approach you, or do you approach them?
I do have some locations that approach me. Yeah. It's mostly the smaller ones. None of the huge ones. They're all about, the big ones are about money. The smaller ones, either it's somebody who needs help or it's somebody who wants to get their location out there and get a voice behind it. But yeah, I've had some like that. Yeah.
You can hear your
dog is whining.
So my cat pulled the carpet up, so it's all good.
Yeah, our cat lets himself into our room. He jumps on the door handle and pulls it down, and it swings open. He's a right bastard.
He's a smart bastard.
Yes, you are.
I was going to ask you something then, but I got distracted.
This is a little bastard that opens the door.
Yeah.
Black cat. Yeah. Go lay down. Go lay down.
Just to be clear, Daryl was talking to his dog, not a person.
Yeah, it's my
lay down.
damn dog. My dog is in love with me. He will not be my
Holly, man. I went to Waverley on private and it was miserable as fuck.
Never go in July. I was swearing everywhere. Great.
Where?
Sweating everywhere.
I was sweating.
She had a sweat on. Her boobs were sweating. Her ass was sweating. Everything was sweating.
You don't have to, no, she didn't say boobs.
Well,
you don't have to be specific.
I know what you meant, love. I'm with you.
So am I. I was going to go back to, I mean, how often do you do residential cases? Do you get people contact you about their homes and things like that? Or maybe...
Yeah, I just had one a couple weeks ago. Actually, it's nice because it's literally 10 minutes from my house. I went and checked it out for him and everything. And right now we're in the middle of trying to set up an actual full night investigation on the property with the family. They're having some problems with
ghosts.
Well, I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. It's got a lot of characteristics of something that's not good. I I don't know if it's human or not at this point. I was only there for about an hour or two, so I'm just going by a lot of what they told me and the things that the family members are seeing. So, yeah, I mean, had a really big one.
How do you approach residential investigations?
The ones I've done, I usually make contact with them if it's close enough where I can go visit the property before we actually do the investigation, just to check it out.
Yeah.
Just check out the people, see what they're really about, kind of interview them, what's going on. Sometimes there's people out there who, if they may be hearing something in their house, it could be their freaking furnace or there could be rodents for all we know.
Yeah.
But I had a really good one about a year and a half ago in Maryland, which is about 45 minutes away from where I live. And it turned out to be an awesome investigation. It was actually, the house was belonged to George Washington's cousin. And George Washington actually lived there before he became president. Got a lot of good evidence on the property. There was a murder on the property back in the 90s where a man was basically, they cut his arms and legs off, shot him and set him on fire. And the case was never, it was never solved. We think we actually spoke to that person, and we asked them, we got a name come across and why, and then it took us a good couple hours to actually start making contact with this spirit. Mm-hmm. And come to find out, he said he was murdered because he had raped a girl. Yeah, and he gave us a name and everything. Yeah, it was very interesting. Jack actually hit me up about it. Jack Kenna, about Paranormal Survivor coming there and actually, doing something with the family. And the family really, I don't think they really want to do anything else. So it'd have been a really cool case to see on TV. We did film there. I haven't released any of it yet. I'm hesitant to release it because the family was in a lot of the video, and I really don't want to get them involved because they seem like they're kind of a little hesitant about being on video at this point. So, yeah, but it was a really cool case.
Awesome. Right, we need some more questions,
we
guys.
Have a question, I'm just replying.
Oh, we do?
We do.
All right, is that the topic got cut?
Right, next question is, how do you deal with people that are convinced that something paranormal is going on when it's not?
Tell them they're crazy? No.
It's not haunted, you're just a crazy bitch.
It's not haunted, you just take a lot of drugs.
That's a hard one because...
I mean, I'm sorry, but... Sorry to interrupt you, but wouldn't they prefer you to give a logical explanation for something rather than...
I would think they would, unless they're trying to get something out of it. I would think that you would rather somebody come in your house and say, no, this place is not haunted, or we didn't catch anything. It's some noisy pipes, or something's leaking, or this or that, more than it being haunted. I know I wouldn't want my house to be haunted if I wasn't in this field. Yeah, it's a hard one because you don't want to offend anybody, but there's times when you gotta, like, I've been to a couple of places that are on TV. And the people that live there, oh my God, it's so haunted. This is that and that, and nothing ever happened. I mean, we'll go there and we don't get a damn thing, nothing.
Yeah, we've been to places like that.
Right. That's a tough one. I try not to offend anybody in these cases because you don't want to piss anybody off because it can get really ugly quick.
Yeah, I guess you can't say it's haunted. It's not.
No, I mean
you can't.
Yeah, you really can't. That's the thing. You can't say it's not haunted. You don't know what's going on there when you're not there.
Exactly. I mean, never say something's not haunted. I mean, the words we use, like, it's like based on our experiences, we can't say that this location is, if haunted, not very.
Right. And I think the good way to explain it to them is, hey, look, just because we didn't have anything happen here doesn't mean it's not happening. It just didn't happen when we were here. I think that's the best way to get out of that situation.
Yeah.
That's what I would do personally.
Also, well, we've done a few places where we've asked that, like, private investigations, we usually give people questionnaires to fill out before we do a private investigation, because we want to know if them people are off their nut, if you can get out the carry bag. If the people...
I mean, to be honest with you guys, and to be honest with the people who are watching, I try to shy away from the private investigations. I really do. I like going to an investigation and having a good time and investigating, not having to prove to somebody that their house is haunted or not, because it's a touchy subject. You kind of feel like if you leave them in the lurch, like if something is haunted, where do you go from there? What do you do for them? Because I can't cross a spirit over or any of that, and nobody on my team can. And then you got to reach out to other teams that supposedly can do that. It's a pain in the ass more than anything. I don't mind doing them, but I kind of shy away from them, to be honest with you.
I mean, what we really do is, like I said, we give them a questionnaire. We ask them roughly what's happening.
Yeah.
I
mean, number one place.
We ask them if they're on drugs and stuff as well.
Yeah.
I know it's a really personal question, but if you're doing investigations that are private investigations, you have to ask.
Yeah, I mean, I remember one place we went to once. We didn't give them a questionnaire, but I did speak to them on the phone for like an hour beforehand.
Yeah, you don't just walk into a place, because these people, it sounds bad and it sounds really touchy, but these people might be on drugs and you're going into their house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta watch what you're walking into. That's why I like going beforehand.
That's everything as well. If I find quite a lot of residential cases as well, the haunting could be something where a spirit is attached to one of the people more than the building itself.
Yeah.
And they can be difficult to deal with.
But yeah, if you're doing residentials out there, guys, please be careful. But you never know who or what you're walking into.
Daryl, do you remember when we spoke to Bill on that podcast, like back in October? Yeah?
Yeah. Just nodding.
I can't see. Did you nod? I can't see.
You what? You keep breaking up.
Hang on. Yeah, do you remember when we spoke to Daryl on the podcast back in October?
Bill
Harley, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember him telling us about, I think he went to a convention and there were some people there who said that they could help you get rid of spirits in your house.
Yeah.
Like, filling the room with smoke and then getting vacuum cleaners and sucking it away and saying,
Yeah.
I mean,
remember that.
They're missing out on a big thing, because, I mean, I would make the Hoovers look like proton packs. And
that's just embarrassing, isn't it, really?
And they should get like a laser show.
That's just embarrassing.
Get some glow sticks going.
Any other questions, people? You've gone quiet all of a sudden, guys.
Yeah, I have. I'm getting a backache, man. Oh. When does this show finish? In 10 minutes.
I don't know. Okay.
I'm sorry, it's still 1:45.
There's another question. How do you personally, do you go about debunking things before you turn around and go, that's paranormal? Are you very...
Oh, yeah. Especially stuff on video. I'm sitting on a piece of footage right now that I've questioned for over a year, and I'm very hesitant about putting it out there, and it's pretty credible evidence. I'm just more worried about the blowback from it. It's something we actually called a House of Wills in Cleveland, and we reviewed this footage, probably five or six of us, for an hour or two long, and it's there, and you just can't. I'm so afraid to put it out there. I really am, because I just don't want the blowback from it, and I probably won't put it out there. I don't know yet.
I mean, without giving too much away, what's your concerns about it?
Because it could be, in my eyes, it could be questionable. Like we set something up, which we did. I'll explain to you. What we caught was on video a dark mass coming out of the floor and basically growing into a cloaked figure standing behind me.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, you didn't see it when we were there. We didn't catch it on the footage until 7 months later. So what do you do in that situation? We were going to put it on the actual show. We decided not to. We were going to put a disclaimer in there saying, hey, this is what this is. This is what we think it is. But we're not saying it's paranormal. I'm not going to say it's paranormal. I can't. I really can't, because I know how that place is. And if you've never been there, you wouldn't understand. But being there, you know that you probably did see something that was very, very demonic. It probably was it, but I'm just afraid to put it out there, to be honest with you. I got the pictures right on my phone.
I think you should put it out there.
Yeah, because
and just let people decide.
At the end of the day,
you know what it is.
Do that about you right. People can say, "Oh, that's not real," about anything.
That's what any investigator faces.
I'll tell you what. I'll send them to you guys. You tell me what you think before I release them.
Okay.
We'll sort that out after the show, because I'm intrigued to see it. So.
Another question is, what would you say is the most remarkable piece of evidence you've ever got?
What is my what piece of evidence I've ever got?
Remarkable piece of evidence.
Well, that would be one. That would be probably one. I wish I had the video from Anderson. That was pretty remarkable. The Echovox session where it started. I'm still looking for it on all our tapes. The Echovox session where it started chanting the Lord's Prayer. That was pretty incredible, because Echovox, anybody's ever used Echovox, they know it's kind of it doesn't talk. It's not like you and I are talking right now. It's more like bleeps of words, and sometimes you get a sentence or you get 2 or 3 words put together.
Words mixed together.
Yeah.
SB11, SB7, but it's a little bit more clear. You don't get so much white noise. He caught on the Echovox, and there was 4 of us there that caught it. The Lord's Prayer coming across the Echovox, and then chanting after that. All 4 of us were in the room when it happened, and that's when all hell broke loose. Bad thing is, the camera guy who was with us, Keith, had to leave the room halfway through it because he got attacked. He got scratched. He had to pull the one girl, Stephanie, our team member, out of the room. It all hell broke loose in that room that night, in that 10-minute, 15-minute period. That was probably the most credible stuff I've had happen or seen, besides the House of Wills, where anything goes in the House of Wills. Anything goes. Yeah, there's nothing there that surprises me. Other locations, not so much, just regular EVPs. Every once in a while, you'll see something. You question yourself if you actually saw it. It's more a personal experience than anything.
Have you ever been to a location and truly got scared? As much as some paranormal investigators turn around and go, we don't get scared that much. There's obviously going to be something that happens that you freak out about. You're human.
Have I ever been to a location like that?
Somewhere where you've actually been scared?
Yeah, 2.
Apart from House of Wills?
House of Wills and Anderson.
Because you guys were probably one of the last teams to investigate Anderson before they shut it down. Am I right?
Yeah, we were. We may have been the last team, as far as I know. We investigated it twice. When I talked to Jeff, he wasn't sure if we were the last team or not. He just remembers when it closed down, and he kind of walked away from it, which was July or August. We were there the last time in July. The incident I'm talking about actually happened the first time we were there in April. July, a whole lot didn't go down. It wasn't that spectacular. I remember we did a session with you guys, a live session. That was pretty cool. Besides that, we didn't really have a whole lot of stuff happen. But the time we were there before, man, it was off the charts. It was the energy in the building was totally different that night.
That's the annoying thing about
I'm a little bit sad that we never got to go there.
I'm sad they closed down because it was a remarkable place. It really was. it was just one of those investigations that you would go back and back and back again. Which I do have some of my favorites I go to. You know, JCB, one of them. Fort Delaware. I love Fort Delaware. I've probably investigated there 15 times. They're the places I love, and you just always catch good evidence there.
Have you ever had an experience that's making you that made you sort of second guess if you really wanted to do this?
You cut out. I couldn't hear you, Holly. Helena.
Have you ever been to a location where it's made you second guess whether you really want to be a paranormal investigator?
Yeah. House of Wills. When we left there the first time, I actually came home and I quit. I quit. I did. I packed it in because whatever the big thing was, whatever was there followed me home. I actually had to have my house blessed. I saw things that you only see in movies that I didn't think was possible. You see Amityville Horror with the flies. That happened in my house. Something dark followed me back. I was sick for 3 weeks. I really don't remember what's made me get back into it. I think we didn't do anything. We went there in July, and I took 3-4 weeks off, maybe 2 months. And I think we did our next investigation we waited until September, which we did Halderman. We did Halderman up in Pennsylvania, and Halderman was pretty tame. So I got back into it because of Halderman, maybe, because I pretty much was done at that point.
That was it. You I can't do this anymore.
But you overcome it.
Yeah.
And you moved on.
Yeah, I did. I had to put my big boy pants on and overcome it.
Your blessed pants.
Your blessed pants.
Your spiritual pants.
Isn't that?
I got really religious after House of Wills.
Isn't that from House of Wills? Isn't that the reason that you buried your cross in the garden?
No, that was because of Anderson.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're in the last couple of minutes of our show now.
Do some promotion, baby.
Yeah, tell everyone where to find Breaking Paranormal.
And your sexy self.
Well, yeah, you guys can come check us out on www.breakingparanormal.com. Check out our website. We're still uploading a bunch of pictures on there of all the places we've been. We got quite a few on there now, but we got a bunch more we got to upload. You can actually go on there and set up your investigation at J.C. Thompson, East Liverpool, Ohio. Also, you can check us out on YouTube, our new YouTube page we just opened up last week, which is doing really good. Go check out the House of Wills and J.C. Thompson building. Both episodes are on there. Just go into Breaking Paranormal, subscribe to it, give us a thumbs up. Also, you can check us out on Just Paranormal, the American Ghost Hunter, every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we interview some of the up-and-coming stars of the paranormal world and some of the guys who've been around for a while. Like I said, we got Jack Kenna coming on Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. Great guy, wealth of knowledge. Can't wait to get him on. I haven't talked to him in a while, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, so can't wait to pick his brain. What else? We got so much shit going on. We got a big event coming up in June. I haven't nailed down the dates. You'll be seeing advertisements for it. It's going to be an 8 to 10 hour live event from Madison Seminary in Madison, Ohio, up by the Great Lakes. We'll be doing that with Adam Kimball and Resident Undead, and we're going to have some other guests come in. So check that out. That'll be coming up in the next 3.5 months, I guess. This is going to be a big one because I don't think anybody's done this yet on YouTube Live, a live event for 8 to 10 hours long. So it's going to be quite the thing where it's going to be where you can sit in the comfort of your own home, watch the show, and we'll have stationary cameras throughout the building set up for YouTube Live where you can actually watch them and tell us things that are going on in the building while we're investigating and communicate with whoever's at base camp. And you can tell them, hey, something happened in this room, and they'll go investigate it. So it's going to be a really cool event. Yeah.
Definitely send us all the adverts and stuff, and we'll do promotions. I have one more question.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Before we say goodbye.
What's that?
One more question before we say goodbye.
What's that?
They want to know, does paranormal investigation affect your personal life in any way?
It has, yes. Yeah, it has. It's taken a toll on my personal life at one point, but worked all that out, and we're getting through it. It takes a lot out of you, as you guys all know. It can burn you out. Some of these places you go to, all the hours on the road, traveling, 8-10 hours, and turning around and traveling 8-10 hours back. Yeah, it burns you out quick, but I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Exactly.
And
obviously, Breaking Paranormal's on Twitter and Facebook, and
yeah, we're on Facebook. Go check out our page, like our page. We're on Twitter. We're not on Instagram anymore. I took down the Instagram account because it was hacked back in October. So haven't redone the Instagram account yet. But yeah, we're on Facebook. We have all our locations on there, and we do a lot of live feeds from just places, random places. Like they were just at Mansfield Reformatory on Sunday. They did a live feed from there for about a half hour, 20 minutes, something like that. So yeah, we do a lot of that.
And remember, guys, Living Paranormal is out
24th of February.
24th of February, which is less than a week away now, technically.
Yeah.
We'll be releasing it on our website at, I think it'll be first thing in the morning, Eastern time, and that's midday in the UK. Daryl's in that as well. He's got an article in there about JC Thompson and then some photographs.
Yeah, we kidnapped him to work with us.
Yeah, we forced him to.
Do it. We made you do it.
I know. It took me forever. I know.
And we're hoping that you're going to be talking to Jeff about Anderson Building for one of our future issues as well.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Jeff, I mean, he was the curator for it, so he's going to have all the good stories in that place.
Yeah, that's why we want him to be involved. But
Jeff's
yeah.
my bitch.
Don't say that.
Why? I say it to him all the time.
She'll get embarrassed.
No, you won't. He'll message me and tell me to fuck off.
Yeah, probably. It's been great having you on, Daryl.
We have a shout out.
Oh, no, it's been great, guys. Thank you for having me on.
Have you got any shout outs to give out?
Anyone
I want to shout out to my team, Greg, Steph, Keith. I want to shout out to my co-host, Dax Christopher, JP Doyle, my wife, Melanie, my kids, my stupid dog.
I'm setting up my stupid dog.
I want to shout out to you guys. I thank you for everything you do for us, and
we love.
I can't wait to see the magazine, guys. I'm stoked about it.
It's going to be bloody amazing.
It looks awesome. And
it's going to be awfully good, old chap.
Awfully good, old chap. I want to say thank you to my Auntie Shannon for putting up with us for like 2 hours. You poor cow. You poor cow. And I want to say,
I want to thank God.
No, I want to say hello to Ian, because he watches these and he's bored.
Yeah, I know he does.
So let's just make him watch the whole thing for his shout out to be. We love you, Ian. You know that.
Sorry, Daryl, did you want to thank Jesus?
You want to thank Jesus?
Yeah, I want to thank Jesus. I want to thank my mother for having me and putting up with me for 45 years. Yeah.
That's the award that I've got given.
It's really good.
That's a good shit, right?
Is it good? I think it tastes like the stuff that the dentist gives you. Spit out at the end.
Nice, good.
All right.
Anyway, Daryl, thank you for joining us, and as you know, we love you.
Thank you to anyone that has and will be watching.
And Holly, thanks for being rude throughout the comments.
Yep.
And JP, thanks for the vibrator comment. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm trying to sell your equipment online.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sell your equipment during
a
that
live show.
Oh wait, you just reminded me. If you're interested in buying anything, like if you want a Kinect mobile unit, get in touch with Boleyn Paranormal. If you're interested in buying,
yourself a little advert.
Yeah, this is. Yep, and it's not only the mobile Kinect unit. We also can get you the what's it called? Full spectrum HD 1080 cameras as well, with the lights and everything including an SD card.
I don't know why he's just suddenly doing an advert.
Because it's funny, because we're having a go at someone for selling stuff, so I
know,
exactly the same thing. All right, thank you for watching,
Thank
guys.
you for coming on, Daryl. I love you.
We love you guys.
Now, don't go away just yet.
Don't go away,
Talk to you.
Don't go away. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in